Chrissy here from PopCultureMadness.com. Can you introduce yourself to our site visitors, please?
I'm Steve, and I'm from a band called Kodaline. We're playing here in Philadelphia for the first time, so it's pretty exciting.
That's awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining me for a few minutes. And I hear you guys are selling out everywhere on this tour. How exciting is that?
It's pretty cool. I mean, to come over and do our first tour in America and actually have people come along, so yeah, I mean, it's better to play to people than to play to nobody, and we've done that before, so yeah, it's cool, man. We're excited.
Magic. It's got to be kind of surreal for you guys too.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I mean, we've had a cool year in like the UK and stuff, but to come over into completely new territory and see new places. I mean, we only arrived in Philadelphia about an hour and a half ago, and I still haven't seen the city. I take it looks massive though, but I'm gonna try find my bearings later on, so it should be cool. Yeah, we're excited for tonight as well.
That's good. That should be an adventure. So I'm really mad at you guys for making 2 videos that made me cry my eyes out watching them.
I'm not sorry about that, but yeah. No, I mean, our music is pretty personal to us, and like to every band it should be. But yeah, I think particularly those videos, I'm not ashamed to say I shed a tear as well, which is probably worse because I'm a dude. So
you're allowed. It can show the emotional side.
I don't think generally, men don't really say that, but yeah, yeah, it's pretty emotional, and the video complemented the song in such a way that we just wanted to give off a good message. And the character in the video, he's a really cool guy. It's just kind of the message that we wanted to give off was that it's a bit cliche, but don't judge a book by its cover, and like that type of thing, because there's a lot of
that's something everybody needs to realize these days, and everyone is very, very judgmental sometimes, and I don't think they realize how much that can hurt other people.
We live in unfortunately, a very superficial world, so fuck them.
So what led to your decision to do a part 1 and a part 2?
I think it's because the character in the video, we really kind of felt for that character and could kind of relate to him in a way, and it's really just the message. And like, it's been a year since we released All at Once, and for the first time in the UK and stuff, so we figured we kind of wanted to know what happens, and we just wanted to make sure that there's a happy ending again. So, and we had a lot of fun making it as well, because like our mate directed it, and we all starred in it and stuff. So, and we shot it in Dublin, so we got to go back to Dublin again, which is our hometown. So yeah, I mean, it's been cool. I don't know if we'll do a part 3 though. It's a bit strange.
I was gonna ask if he could be like a recurring type of character, like in
I think
your other videos.
I'm actually thinking about that, because we're gonna be releasing some new tracks and stuff, but I don't know when they're gonna come out in America because it's like a year. But yeah, we'll probably definitely hold on to that character, because I think he represents something that we genuinely believe in, which is like, don't judge a book by its cover, as cliche as that is, but it's important, I think.
So, I mean, with a lot of your lyrics being so emotionally charged, is it ever hard for you guys to pull yourself out of that space, when it's time? I know sometimes it's very easy to get lost in that.
That's a really good question. I'd say yeah, I've never tried to pull myself out of it, so I don't know, like our music is so honest to us that it's genuinely is who we are, if you get me. So I don't know, I've never tried to pull myself out of it. Let's hope I don't have to, so yeah. It's a really good question.
No, I know sometimes that like it can, be a challenge, and I've heard a few other musicians tell me that when they're performing the songs, I mean, it's almost like reliving what they were feeling like at that time, and they're like, I have to do this each and every night.
Yeah, I know. I understand what you mean. It's like rereading a page of your diary all the time. But what's strange is that when you release a song, and sometimes, well, luckily enough, like, and we never really planned it, but people have kind of, latched onto some of our songs, and they'd come up and tell us stories and tell us how the song has affected them, and that, for me, that gives me like a whole new way of looking at a song, and it kind of gives it new life. I think if you, because every song that we have is based on a personal kind of experience, but in a way it's kind of just venting, and it helps you get over stuff, and it helps you celebrate things as well. That's the great thing about songwriting.
Music's very, very therapeutic to the artist and the listener. It has a way of invoking emotions in people that like other forms of communication just can't.
Yeah, man. I heard some cheesy saying before. It's like it's what emotions sound. It's what feelings sound like. I know it's simple, but it's very true. I believe it is. But yeah, I mean, music is. I could mention so many songs from different artists that have got me through like certain things, whether it be happy, sad, or anything else in between. It's music is awesome. A world without music is not a world at all, proper.
I wholeheartedly agree. So are you happy, with the feedback that the album's been receiving? I know that you guys have kind of sat on some of this for a while before it was here in the States even.
I don't really read like any reviews or anything, but like for the most part it's been good. I think it's for us it's about people who come up to our shows, because as a band we've grown up together and we've played gigs everywhere, I mean, like train stations and wine bars and full of drunken people who aren't there to see you. You're just shoved in a corner, stuff like that. But random places. But yeah, I mean, like people who come to our shows seem to really be into the music for the most part. So far they have been, but this American tour is a whole new experience for us, so we're a little anxious and a little excited, but more excited because any excuse to play a show. So yeah, proper cool.
So did I read that you guys kind of wrote songs about the different cities that you've been in?
Yeah, on the last tour. Well, that was more for the fun of it. Like,
I think it's cool though.
It was good crack. It was kind of like I learned so much about each city just by going around and asking people like certain things about each city. I know I'm full of random facts now, but it'd probably be really handy if there was a table quiz about American cities or places we've been to. I didn't know Prince was from Minneapolis, which is pretty cool, and Bob Dylan as well, which is amazing. And some random ones like Coke was invented in Coca-Cola in St. Louis.
Oh, you on my team?
Yeah. And loads of random stuff. But yeah, that was we learned a lot, and we really try to embrace each city, because when you're touring, well, for us so far, we haven't really had a lot of time to explore. I mean, as I said, we've just arrived in Philadelphia. I've never been here before, and I'm I've got itchy feet to just run around and try and experience everything. But
it was a better day outside for you.
It's Irish weather, man. This is a good.
Oh, damn, that's right. You should feel ready to come.
Exactly, I do. It was a good welcome.
We order again for you.
Thank you very much. That's awesome. But yeah, no, I think later on we're gonna try go down to a bar, find some bands or something like that, or some cool music or something like that.
Absolutely, there's a lot of it here, so you should have no trouble to find it.
I was told to walk that way.
You'll run right into it.
South Street or
South Street.
Is that it? Yeah, I'll wander down that way. Hopefully I don't get lost, because no sense of direction in this place. It's never been here.
So I want to touch, I like to ask a lot of bands, we see this uprise of social media and the way that fans and people are learning about music and sharing music. How do you feel about it? It looks like you guys have embraced it.
I think, like, as a band, we look after that ourselves, and I think the great thing about like the likes of Twitter, which like the guys kind of forced me on because they were all on it and stuff, but you can kind of, it's instant. You can talk to someone on the other side of the world, you know. I heard that Twitter is actually the fastest form of news in the world. It's faster than TV and radio, which is pretty crazy.
Yeah, you're right. They did a survey, and it was like, I think 80-some% of people get their news first on Twitter and then go check it out someplace else.
Which is mad. So if it's at this level now, you can only imagine what it's going to be in, say, 10 years. It'll probably it could make radio and TV obsolete. Maybe not 10 years, maybe 30 years, 40 years, I don't know. But yeah, for us it's great because it's just instant connection. It's almost like text messaging, like people who listen to you, or, you know, and also we played a lot of festivals and stuff, and there's so many bands on it, and it's a great way for us to keep in touch with other bands, you know. Like, we were just in New York yesterday, and there's a band called 1975, and
They're great.
yeah, they're really cool, and we've played a lot of shows with them, and, you know, they were like, oh, we're here in New York, where are you? Do you want to hook up after and stuff, like, so that type of thing, you know. So for that, it's been great, and yeah, just talking to people who like us and listen to your music. It's a direct line to fans, I suppose. So yeah, it's awesome. It's really good.
So, I mean, you guys did the whole run of summer festivals over the summer. What does the rest of this year, you know, into early next year look like for you?
We're basically touring. After this American tour, we're here for a month, and then we go back to the UK and we start a UK tour, which finishes up in Ireland, which is not part of the UK. Ireland is its own country. Yeah, just but
It's a shame you still have to school people on that, but it's a necessity.
It's crazy. I was chatting to somebody, some random person. They obviously didn't know a lot about geography or whatnot, but I said I was from Ireland, and they asked me, "Where's that? Is that up north?" And it was an American, and I just said, "Yeah, okay, fair enough." But yeah, no. Then onto a European tour, and then that's all the way up to Christmas, and then we record for like 3 weeks, starting our second album, and then I think we're off touring again for like 6 months, and then back into festivals, and we're coming back to America as well. So yeah, just constantly touring, and writing, and recording, and seeing new places, so like Philadelphia. So
Are you guys writing on the road? Are you a band that can do that, or are you gonna have to take some time away from it?
I think, like, so far it's been cool. I mean, we've done a lot of gigs, like, when we were younger and growing up, but we've never, like, this past year and a half has just been constant touring. But it's really strange, because if I get home, or when we go home, like back to Dublin, you know, we'll be happy to be home to see family and friends, and then after a day we'll all get itchy feet and we'll just want to go.
How do you get back out?
Yeah, it's really strange, you know, but because we're friends and we grew up together, there's no fights really. A lot of random shit happens on tour, don't get me wrong, but yeah, it's been cool. I mean,
I'm sure every band could write their book about random stories of strange occurrences from the road.
Absolutely, that's only the half of it. Yeah, it's bonkers. Too much stuff. Like, we left our drummer at a truck stop before. There he is there.
Oops.
Yeah, and this was our first time. This was last February, and I don't know where we were. We were somewhere in the middle of America, and all the truck stops looked the same. So, but the funny thing is, right, we left him at a truck stop. Right, he's an Irish phone. His phone didn't work over here, so it was in the back arse of nowhere, but it took us 45 minutes to even realise that he wasn't on the bus, you know. And then when we found out, we forgot which truck stop he was at, because they all looked the same. So he was gone for like nearly, I don't know, up to 2 hours.
Looks like he's forgiving you for that.
I don't think he realised I was talking about it, because anytime I talk about it or we talk about it, he freaks out. That wasn't a good moment. There was definitely punches thrown, but yeah.
I have heard of that happening. I was talking to, I believe it was Apocalyptica, and they left their one of the other guys in the band. They left him in Bulgaria on the side of the road.
Holy shit!
Yeah, just tell him that story. He won't feel so bad about this.
That's gonna be my my safety.
Would you rather it be Bulgaria?
You could have been in Bulgaria, man. Chill out. Yeah. Holy shit, Bulgaria.
Yeah.
Wow. That's pretty insane.
Absolutely. Well, I'm very happy to hear you guys are working on new material too so soon. That's awesome. Any idea of the direction of that?
Yeah, I think we're gonna because our first album, it's just out now in America. But yeah, we're gonna improve on it from our point of view. That's all we can do, you know. It's gonna be honest, and I think for us, it's gonna be more defined, as in we really want to find that sound that really represents who we are, and I think that's really any band's goal. You know, so it's going to be great. Well, we think it's going to be great, but it's up to people to really make up their own mind on it. So let's see what happens. So, yeah.
Well, I want to thank you so much for taking a few minutes to speak with me. I appreciate it. We're looking forward to seeing you guys here in Philly, and hopefully we will catch you again the next time around.
Yeah, cool, definitely. Nice to meet you, and same to you. Cheers for taking the time. So.
No problem. Is there any final comments you'd like to share with fans or site visitors?
I hope I don't get lost in Bulgaria. I don't know.
I worry about Philly tonight.
I hope I don't get lost in Philadelphia, yeah. I don't know, just, yeah, cheers. Check out the album or whatnot if you like it. Check us out on Twitter or whatnot. Might see us at a show. There we go. Yeah.
Thank you.